Good morning. Making sure everything sounds good. Hello. It is too loud in my ear. It's fine. Just give me a second to check over something quick. And alright. Good morning. Or whatever time it happens to be for you guys. Let me just warm up my hand really quick. Gonna wake up my hand a little bit. Looks good enough. Okay, let's just get this on a roll. Here's the wheel. Has anyone seen the new trailer for Avatar Fire and Ash? I have. I saw it in the movie theaters. My dad and I went to go see the Fantastic Four movie. It looks interesting. I'm not a huge Avatar fan. I've seen the first movie, but might check it out. It is cool that it's not like another huge weight. Also, hi, welcome, Soda. Let's spin the wheel, shall we? See who I'm drawing today, if I want to. Oh, I almost got so excited. It almost landed on Lion Kit, and I was gonna be very excited to talk about Lion Fur, but Acorn Flower is cool too. I guess she can get a redesign. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do a redesign today or if I want to roll again. What did you sing? I'm gonna roll again just to see what I get. Because Acorn Flower is gonna be a kind of easy... Oh. Okay. Talking about cannibalism. I guess we're designing, or we're redesigning her then. The wheel has decided. So, wow. Is she in here? Acorn Kit is the chosen one. I already have a design for her. Here she is with her brother. I could. Also, hi Poppy, welcome. Now, I have to decide whether I should probably just design Acorn, or redesign Acorn. I could go all out and do the whole family, but I don't have the time or motivation for that, so oops. Did not mean to hit my mic. But yeah, here she is. I think this is the only design I have of her. For this, I went kind of crazy. So, you'll see me bring up these, like, this big character sheet every once in a while. So, I want to say 2022, maybe 2021. Either way, I wanted to design a bunch of these characters, and so I started with the healers. So you can see these are my arc. I call it the arc 1 and 2. Am I lagging? Doesn't look like it. Let me listen to myself. These are my arc. I call it the arc 1 and 2. It sounds good on my end, and it looks good on my end. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, for Echoes and then Blood and Water, I designed, all of the healers. A lot of these last two down here are no longer canon to the story. But anyway, I designed these guys, and then I wanted to design their partners and siblings. So I did all this. Except for some reason, I decided I would also, for some of the characters, I also designed the siblings partners. So, like, in this, I don't know how much you can see past Letico's tail. In, like, Frecklenose is not related to any of the healers, but she is the mate of Cherry Belly. And I'm trying to even think why these guys are here. Because they're not mates. I don't know why they're here. Maybe I just... whatever. Anyway. Maybe I decided Spring Breeze was their sister at one point. That's not canon anymore. I don't know. I don't know why they're here, but they are. Unless I'm trying to think if this was still the point where Hawkstar had 1 million children. I can't remember. Because I have since changed it, but originally I actually have the family tree by me. The Moon Clan family tree was originally just, I titled it literally just Hawkstar, plus a few others. And it's a lot. What was related to him in this? Whatever. Anyway. This is not about Hawkstar. This is about Acorn. So, to preface things, or to start this off, you're gonna hear me switch between pronouns semi-frequently, for this character. So, Acorn Flower is a girl. She uses she, her pronouns. She's also trans. So when I'm talking about her as Acorn Kit and Acorn Paw, you may hear me use he, him, as well as she, her. That is because of that. I mean, you can even see the little, I don't know if it's too small. I put little flags. But yeah. She's one of the trans people that I have. One of the few, whatever. I'm trying to think what I even want for a pose or anything. Anyway, so Acorn Flower is born to Pumpkin Mist and what's her name? I don't remember. Beach Leaf, that's right. Beach spelled with 2 E's. Like the tree. Anyway. So yeah. Acorn Kit is born to Pumpkin Mist and Beach Leaf alongside her brother Ginger Kit. And she, love the prefix pumpkin. I know pumpkin's good. I would have used pumpkin patch for her, but I already have a pumpkin patch from some earlier point in the timeline. But yeah, we have these guys, Acorn Flower and Ginger Snap. Anyway, so Acorn is kind of a background-ish character. I don't know if I want to keep giving her this, like, sad expression, or this shy expression that I have in this. I don't know. Do I have a fave character from the books? I have a few. I like Jay Feather, and I like Frost Dawn, Frostpaw. Those are like some of my favorites. I like Shadow Sight. My favorite, like, my favorite background character, is, Tall Poppy, because I think her name is funny. I like Tall Poppy. Yeah, I only remember Tall Poppy exists because it's such a silly name. Ooh, Golden Flower is a good choice. I'd love to see, I don't think they'd ever do it, but I'd love to see, like, a super edition or novella with Golden Flower. Just seeing how she felt about everything that happened. With Tiger Star and everything. I feel like there's really good opportunities for, like, developing background characters. Gonna break through art block by doodling. Have fun. Or good luck. Yeah. Yeah, the super editions. I like when they're about non-main characters. Or like non-POV characters. Though Ivy Pool's Heart wasn't all that bad. I am excited to read StormClan's Folly when it comes out. Does that come out in August or September? I don't remember. I've only read till Arc 2. Well, you're missing out. Some of the newer arcs are actually really good. Let me check, because I'm gonna think about it the whole stream. Let me check really quick. When does Folly come out? August 26th. A really epic jellyfish painting. Ooh. Jellyfish are cool. Most of my favorite characters are from the newer ones. Yeah. I don't know what to do with her. Give me a second. But jellyfish are pretty. Jellyfish art is super pretty. Do I want to do another, like, softer design? Or I could do, like, that. I don't know. Hi Leo, welcome. I am drawing acorn flower today. Hi kitty. It's not your time. Winter will be finding a soulmate in art for. Ooh. Good for him. I still haven't shown Sunny's who she's gonna end up with. What am I gonna plan to do for streams if I somehow finish redesigning all my silly characters? Well, I do plan on taking some kind of break from these designs / redesigns at some point, just so it's not, so the streams don't become monotonous. But after I design everyone on the wheel, the plan would then be, if I'm not, like, just dreading designing characters, the plan would then be to design the next, like, group of characters. Because the group on the wheel right now is from the beginning of the story. So, like, if it was a book, this would be the start. Then, I plan to make allegiances for, at the very least, at the very least, I'd make the starting allegiances, and I would make the halfway point allegiances, maybe the, like, ending ones as well, but that's a big maybe. And then after that, I would design my blood and water characters. I have many characters. I have a surplus of little guys to design. But I also wouldn't be opposed to stopping for a little bit to do either some other kind of art, or I'd really like to figure out how to I would love to put all of my characters into Clan Gen. I would just need to figure out how to, I just need to better figure out if I can, change my starting clan to be big enough. Also, hello, welcome. I'm 8 away from 250? Wow. Thank you, guys. I didn't know I'd be that close that quick. Do I wanna put little tufties on her? The tufts are kind of cute. What if I did it ear tufts instead? I don't know. If I did... I'm honestly surprised that I am already that close. I'm surprised that I'm already almost that close. So yeah, I guess the next request stream isn't that far away. Well, we'll see. Yeah, it hasn't been all that long since I hit 200. Though to be fair, I think I gained like 20 subs during that request stream. Remember the OGs when you're famous? Of course. The ear tufts are cute. Therefore, I'm gonna do them. Okay. But yeah, I'd love to put all of my characters into Clan Gen. I just need to figure out if I can edit the save file to give me the right number of cats Moon 0, or if I have to just do a bunch of fast forwarding until I've got 40 or so cats all at once. If I had more time to stream, I would definitely do like an art lock with either Clan Gen or Pokemon. But I would need to be streaming a lot longer to make it feel like a worthwhile stream. The 1 to 2 hours I give myself is not enough. Do I want the arm to look like this? Trying to decide if I want her to be a little... I don't know what I'm doing. I'd also like to do another stream where we're like chat can participate in something. You and your friends and one of your besties are making a game. Ooh. That sounds fun. Game design's super cool. Well, good luck. I hope it goes well. How does this look? That's actually not too bad. I thought I wouldn't like this, but I actually do. But I would like to do something that chat can participate in. But again, I'd have to figure out what that is. Maybe another magma stream? I don't know. Right now I'm just designing my kitties. Oh, the breakfast burrito sounds so good right now. I think her head's too small. Maybe the legs are too big? I don't know. Does that look a little better? A little bit. So about acorn flower. As I said before, she is a trans girl. I'm trying to decide when she figures it all out. I'm just not sure. I think originally I was gonna have it Titan. Hi, Titan. That's a cute name for a dog. But I was gonna have it happen early in the story. But I actually had to age down. I aged down Ginger and Acorn because I had too many apprentices. Where's my book? I had too many. There's too many apprentices in each clan. Or there were. There still kind of is, but where is it? Eclipse Clan originally had 9 apprentices. And then 5 kits. And now it's got 5 apprentices and 4 kits. Because I got rid of a bunch of them. Bye, puppy. Grayson. And the snake named Country. That's cute. Wish I had more pets. Yeah. But yeah, I aged down Acorn and Ginger were originally apprentices. And now they're kits at the beginning of the story. I actually really want to check. Were they? Sorry, now I'm all over the place with what I'm doing. I want to check if they were originally... Yeah, they were some of the first apprentices I had. Hi, welcome. Thank you. It took a lot of work to get to this art style. Snake named Emmett. Horse. That's a lot. Horse, guinea pigs, leopard geckos, and a cat named Charlie. Wow. I think I have a lot of pets. I just have a bunch of birds, and then the family has 3 cats and a dog. In your game, the Catarals, I hope I'm saying that right, have different power traits. Ooh, interesting. Well, if you guys would ever need a game tester, or you let me know when the game is playable for the public, and I would happily play that. You had a horse. Oh. A cat named Mo. Oh. Yeah, I've just got six birds. Just 6 little guys. And then my family's pets. A dog named Bingo. That's cute. And it was named after from the Logo movie. It was dumped in a ditch. Oh. Okay. The tufts are not working, so let me just get to the tail. I'll give her a shorter tail, even though she's got kind of a long one. There goes my dog. My cat's named Jerry. Oh, give me a sec. The dog's about to go off. My dog just loves getting on that table. Really gonna get a bearded dragon before you got country. An orange one to name Charizard. Oh, that is adorable. So we can't legally make a game alone. Friends said there's like one of those things. Julian's editor? I mean, you could always make an indie game. And put it on something like Steam or Game Jolt or one of those platforms. Okay, I don't like that tail. What tail do I like, though? I don't want to do blah. Anyway, what am I doing? That looks weird. Not paying enough attention to what I'm drawing. These tails aren't coming out the way I want them to. Blah. Oh wow. Hi, Nightmare Ash. Well, make sure I'm a huge advocate for ethical breeding. So just make sure that there's not like gonna be any issues with the babies if you do that. Especially making sure, since it's a ball python, making sure that there's no chance for the spider gene or huge defects, things like that. Last time I did a stream, someone told me they were gonna go drink a soda. Okay. Just as long as they're... As long as you make sure they're... good genetically. And everything. Also, hello, everyone who joined. This tail is driving me nuts. What am I doing? So what are you doing over there? I ate expired bread for breakfast. Ooh. I hope you're gonna be okay. Okay. Just making sure. Not that I can do anything if you're not doing ethical breeding. I'm a rando on the internet. We're all random people on the internet. Why isn't this tail turning out the way I want it to? Put this. Hello, doggo. Blah. Anyway, trying to think if I've got more on, yeah. I'm trying to think if I have more to say on acorn flower. Sometimes the tails, sometimes they just work and sometimes they don't. And today is the time they don't. Is her head too big? Did I accidentally do the wrong me? I guess that looks fine. Your dog is sitting on you. Aw. We're all random people on the internet is your new favorite quote. I mean... Okay. Yeah, do I have more on acorn flower? Okay. I think my dog is done barking. What are you doing? Also, hi, Loyal. Welcome. Go sit down, doggy. Right. Oh. Your dog heard my dog. Okay, more about this girl. As I was saying, I was gonna have her, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have her, like, journey to realizing she's a girl. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I mean, it's all gonna be background stuff, because she's not one of the main characters. I'm acting like I'm gonna write this as like a book. It's probably never going to be fully written down, even though that would be kind of fun. Maybe I'll just do that. That's kind of cute. You have school in 3 weeks. Oof. I guess some things. So she does eventually. I don't remember how they became mates. Oh no. She becomes mates with a cat named Sunflower Dust, who you can see in the picture. For those who remember, a couple streams ago I designed Sweet Fern. That's Sunflower is Sweet Fern's younger sister. Have some chalky milk. Ooh. Yeah, I don't have all that much about Acorn. She and... I mean, the main POV for Eclipse Clan is Angel Wish, and Angel actually doesn't hang out with too many cats. Outside of the Gifted crew. I mean, she's friendly with Sunflower, Sage, and Corn, but I mean, they're apprenticed together, and Comet is friends with them. But yeah, Angel doesn't make a ton of Eclipse Clan friends. She's way too focused on feeling important and then having a breakdown when she is no longer that. Give me 3 warrior cat characters to draw. Well, do you want obscure ones, or do you want, like, more mainstream ones? Um, how about a mix? How about Wood Song? Wow, my brain's broken. Wood Song, Mouse Fur, no, Longtail. Wood Song, Longtail, and I don't know. Come on, I can come up with a third cat. Wood Song, Longtail, and wow. Okay. Also see it. Edis. Have a good day. Starling Paw would be a good choice. Especially since he has a canon design, since I think he's on the next book in Changing Skies. Tawny Pelt could be fun. Poppy Frost. Do I do commissions? Not currently. Every once in a while I do. I have to, I just have to be in the mood to take them, or else they're gonna take a million years to do. If you want like a custom design or something, or something small, I may be able to take that, but at the moment, no, but maybe in the near future when I'm feeling less demotivated to do anything but what I'm doing right now. I feel like you've drawn her too much. You're like well-known characters. Golden Flower could be fun. Shadow Sight. You could draw a Sunbeam if you haven't drawn her a bunch. I think Sunbeam's design is pretty. What character am I drawing right now? Also, hi CSX, welcome. Right now I am drawing Acorn Flower. I think she actually, did she have a different name? I don't remember, give me a second. Hello, welcome. Acorn Cloud. No, Acorn Flower's good. You have the books? Cool. Oh, speaking of the books, I don't really dabble in the canon all that much, but I was wondering if people would be interested in me doing like a review or rant or whatever of some of the new Warriors books when they come out. Her name is Acorn Flower. Acorn Flower. I mean, I'm gonna read them anyway. I don't know. Ooh, Tadpole is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I've thought about like doing reviews on the books. I've been hesitant because I mean I'm mainly OC based. And like I said, I don't interact a lot with the canon in my art. What is happening? But that has been something I've been thinking about as like a possibility. I want to make, I don't know, I'll figure it out. It also just depends on how interesting StormClan's Folly actually is, if I'd even want to make a video on it. Oh, you're not allowed to read. That sucks. Or if your library doesn't let you read word cats. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't. It's a children's book. Unless they deem it, I don't know, too violent. But, like, it's a book for children. Blah. Anyway, more about acorn flower, if I can think of it. Hi, Lumi, welcome. Those comic adaptations are going to be done by different people with every series. The Warrior Cats stuff, I think they're using the same people for the current graphic novel. I don't know too much about the graphic novel. I have not had the chance to check it out yet. But I think they're going to be sticking with these artists that they're using right now. Because I just saw a teaser for a New Prophecies graphic novel with Squirrel Flight on the cover. And it looked like it was the same artists. I mean, Warriors is a children's book. It's violent, but it is absolutely marketed towards children and can be found in the children's section. I'm not saying it's super appropriate for, like, young children or anything, but it's a book with animals in it, and parents are gonna let their children read that. Are they gonna use different? Like I said, I don't know much about the graphic novels. So if they are using different artists, I don't know. Yeah, that's the wrong place to put them. It should be rated PG-13, honestly. I mean, again, because it's animals, I think publishing companies are a little more lenient with that. I think the demographic is like 8 to 10? I don't know. This is another thing I have to stop and look up. Give me a second. Age demo. Warrior Cats book series is generally recommended for ages 8 and up. Only get proper books at the library. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, there are all kinds of children's books with darker... Hello, welcome. With darker subject matter. And you have to remember that companies and parents are way more lenient with violence. And like, if nothing is shown explicitly, quote unquote, on screen or on page, then we saw a children's book about cannibalism. Thank you, Corey. I very much appreciate it. It took a lot of practice to get to where I am right now. Yeah. Again, because the biggest thing is that it's books about animals, so the topics within are not as scrutinized. Is this Warrior Cats? Yes, it is. These are my own kitty cats, or this is my own cat that I'm drawing, but we're currently talking about Warriors. My own character. Yeah, there's different standards for book ratings. Warriors isn't the best example because they're not amazing at handling the topics that they try to handle properly. But I don't know. It's a very nuanced topic on what is actually appropriate for children. Well, thank you. Tiger Star's death is like an isolated incident. It is, yeah. Yeah, you don't see that happening in more of the modern stuff. 6 subs to 250, yay! Thank you guys, I very much appreciate it. Yeah, Warriors isn't the best about how they handle things, but it's still explicitly a children's book. And there's definitely worse, not worse, but I don't know what word I'm trying to say. Heavier, I guess, subjects that are explicitly for children. And you know what? Sometimes children gotta learn about the violence of the world. you always gotta have that one media that scars you as a child and fundamentally changes who you are as a person. If that happens to be Warrior Cats, well then, so be it. How do we always get so off topic? I don't know. I am the king of going off topic. It's probably... I don't know. I don't know how to properly flow a conversation, so that's how we end up wherever the hell we are. Yeah, I've never seen Watership Down, but I know about the heavier stuff in it. But yeah, seeing that at 4 was probably an experience. Publisher that publishes Warriors changed the covers. Oh. And one of them is black. I don't know about the Polish covers. Sucks that they've been changed. Watership Down is TV PG rating. Wow. That's again like I think it's probably like because it's about animals and it's animated that it's just not being flagged as anything. It's being flagged as appropriate for children because, well, that's what they think. They think children really like animals and stuff, and that animated stuff is specifically for children. I think you swallowed a string. You gotta stop doing that. Why was the string in your mouth? Can't be doing that. But yeah, they're just... Some things deemed appropriate for children are not, but it's just because they've decided that that's like a children's thing. Cartoons are for children. Animals, children like animals. It was tasty. Okay. mom was neglectful about media. She was one of those parents who let us buy GTA before we were 18, or tried to. Wow. See, my parents, like, they were a lot more lenient with me and my media consumption. Like, well, I should say, before my brother was born, I was allowed to watch things like South Park and Ren and Stimpy. But then after my brother was born, they were a lot more careful about what we were watching. To the point where, like, I wasn't allowed to watch Cartoon Network. Also, are we talking about eating string still? Let's keep the string out of your mouth. Chew on something more sustainable, like rocks. Don't chew on rocks. Anyway. Just keep the string out of your mouth and out of your stomach. For your intestines' sake. You weren't allowed to watch Peppa Pig. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't actively allowed to watch Cartoon Network until like, I found Steven Universe on the internet, and so I would wait. At first, I'd wait until my parents were out of the house, and I would turn on Cartoon Network to watch Steven Universe, and then eventually they just stopped caring. I did not know Thomas and Friends had a sister show. I've not watched Thomas and Friends since my brother and I were very young. But yeah, after a while, my parents just kind of stopped caring, as long as I was just, like, I would just go onto Cartoon Network to watch Steven Universe, and then I would turn it off because I had no interest in the other stuff that was airing. Which is honestly a shame, because that means I was not around for peak Adventure Time. Which now I've watched all of Adventure Time, and it was actually really, really good. Togs is actually targeted an older audience. Interesting. But also, like, my parents weren't super, super strict. A lot of it was, I think a lot of it was that, so my brother is autistic, and he'd get into weird moods depending on what we watched. So he was super fine. He was totally fine with most stuff, but my parents decided Cartoon Network was a no. We also couldn't watch Hanna-Barbera cartoons, because my brother would just start getting, like, physical. I mean, he was a baby, so it wasn't like he was beating us up or anything, but it was strange. And he's not at all like that anymore. We're not allowed to watch Peppa Pig, Teen Titans, Sam and Cat, Victorious, iCarly. Wow. I'm actually surprised I was allowed to watch iCarly. Like, Cartoon Network? No, but whatever weird stuff was happening with iCarly and Victorious, that was fine. We're stuck watching Star Wars. Oof. Yeah, Disney Channel was like, well, we were allowed to watch Nickelodeon, but Disney Channel was mostly that, and PBS were like the two channels that we frequently watched. Blah. But now I can watch whatever I want, so it literally doesn't matter. It's just still strange that Cartoon Network was... It just baffles me that, like, Cartoon Network was off the table, but they used to watch South Park with me, and, like, I don't know how appropriate South Park is for a, like, 3 to 5 year old. That would not be something I'm actively watching with kids around. So, I don't know. I'll chalk it up to typical hypocritical parent stuff. Couldn't watch Squid Game. Hello, welcome Lunar Star the cat. It's so interesting what some parents deem is, like, not okay, and then other things, it's like, why did you let your child watch that? I had a conversation, a while ago with, my friend. We were talking about cartoons, and I was surprised that they had never watched SpongeBob. But then her entire family, like, they were adamant that SpongeBob was an adult cartoon, and I'm like, what are you talking about? So yeah, some people are just weird. Couldn't watch Stranger Things or Squid Games because I don't have Netflix. Well, favorite childhood shows. iCarly was definitely one of them. iCarly is actually one of the few shows before I had access to streaming services and the internet that I have seen almost every episode of. I watched that like religiously. I was there when it was airing. I probably missed an episode or two just because, I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, I've seen pretty much every episode of iCarly. Animation wise, trying to think. Pokemon was my anime. Also never watched Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb's good. I loved Phineas and Ferb. Used to be obsessed with Lincoln in the Loud House. This is gonna age me, but that was unfortunately past my time of watching. Was that on Nickelodeon? I don't remember. But yeah, I think I just missed the Loud House. Gravity Falls, yes. I love Gravity Falls. I did hear that there's a season 5 of Phineas and Ferb. I've not checked it out yet. Just have not felt the need right now. Hi Moon Cookie, welcome. Couldn't go anywhere without watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Wow. I mean, it's not that bad. I'm trying to think what was like on when I stopped actively watching like cable TV. I'm trying to think cartoon wise. I think Disney Channel wise, like not cartoons. I think by the time I stopped, I think it was like, I think Dog with a Blog was about to end. Liv and Maddie was in full swing. What else? I think Bunked had just started. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. I only watched Gravity Falls like ages after it came out. I was there. I was there when it was actively coming out. I was seated. That makes me feel old, actually. I'm not that old, but... Hi, puppy. Okay. Acorn is reincarnated Light Echo? No. She just kind of have Light Echo colors, but no. They just happen to have similar colors. I watched Descendants when it came out. Or while growing up. I remember when that aired, like on Disney Channel. But I think I'd stopped actively watching TV by the time Descendants 2 came out. I do remember the commercials for it and like it being announced, but I was not the one using the TV at that point. I was busy getting into my era of watching YouTube. First Descendants was 2015. Oh my god. Now that truly does make me feel old. Oh. I'm not old. I swear. What was I gonna say? Oh, right, about, acorn looking like Light Echo. That's actually it's actually a coincidence. I used to have, in the story, I used to have Light Echo. Light Echo was originally in the sequel series. There's a plot point in Blood and Water where one of the main characters finds a group of kits and adopts them. Originally those kits were going to be my Sona, the Sona I made for my brother, and then the one I made for my friend. But then at some point I decided I didn't want to do self-inserts into the story. I decided I didn't want my Sona in my story. I wanted her to be a separate thing. So then for a while, I changed the kits to being, their names were Lychee, Lemon, and Mango. I don't know if I'm still gonna keep those guys in the story, though. I'm still trying to decide. Trying to decide if I like. Blood. Do I like how this looks? No, I don't. I don't know what to do for her head. I could just leave her bald. Huh? What this? I don't know. What do you have going on, Ginger Snap? Nothing. Blah. Yeah. Let me just put a little like dot on her head. Realize I got distracted again and didn't actually talk too much about Acorn Flower. She's not like I said, she's not super important to the story. She doesn't really interact with the main cast other than in passing. There. But I think this is her. Thank you. Yeah. I think this works. I need to change her skin color. It's too much. Let me dull that quick. Excuse me. Yeah. There she is. I may give her more to do as I figure out, now that I'm like focused on Echoes again, I'm trying to rework everything. Only 3 away from 250. Wow. I'm so close. But yeah, I'm trying to decide my biggest focus is trying to re-piece together my timeline, as well as fill in the gaps, parenting wise, for cats that just kind of appeared. And I think I'm actually gonna change the amount of time there is between things, because my original plan was that the entirety of Echoes of Stars was going to take 3 years. From the birth of Mossy Angel and Nettle to the end of the story. And I wanted each bit to be like a 1.5-ish. What art program do I use? I use Medibang Paint Pro. I have it linked in, well, I don't have it linked, but I have it written out in the description. Yeah. I'm trying to have about a moon and a half, or a 1.5 years for each thing. I could have sworn I got all of the beginning stuff to fit in 15 moons, but I'm realizing that it doesn't make sense timeline-wise for how characters are aged. It's truly all Nettlepool's fault. reworking my timelines when the way I make stories is that things are just kind of like separate and I piece them together. I don't know. Anyway, this girl is done. I'm going to save her. Acorn flower. And yeah. Use Procreate and flip a clip. Yeah, I haven't gotten flip a clip doesn't really work on PC. And I can't draw mobile. It never looks good. But people can do some crazy stuff on flip a clip. Well, unless you guys want to hear me talk for another hour about my my timeline, I think I'm gonna end stream here. And I'm probably gonna spend a lot of today messing with my timeline. Anyway, so, with that, I am gonna end stream here. Please tell us the timeline. Maybe that will be a different stream. Once I have it more finalized. So yeah. I'll end stream here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.